Okay, so if I showed you a picture of this fish, like, completely out of context, you'd probably think it was fake.
Oh, absolutely. Like something an AI dreamed up.
Right. It's got this pancake flat body, these super bright red lips, fins that look suspiciously like legs, and maybe it needs a shave. It's got this beard thing going on.
It sounds like a hoax, but nope, it's entirely real. We're talking about the red-lipped batfish, Oggocephalus darwini.
Oggocephalus darwini. Okay.
Yeah, and it's this fascinating kind of bizarre creature that lives only around the Galapagos Islands, deep, cool waters mostly.
It really is phenomenal. So for this deep dive, we've looked into, its anatomy, where it fits in the evolutionary tree, its weird way of getting around.
Which is very weird.
Extremely weird. And our mission really is to go piece by piece, look at this actual marvel and try to figure out the evolutionary pressures, sometimes kind of contradictory ones, that made it this way.
And what's wild is how much we don't know. There are still huge gaps, genuine mysteries about its basic life.
Yeah, it feels like it shouldn't exist almost. And finding it in the Galapagos, one of the most studied places, yet still so secret.
Exactly. It really pushes back on our idea of what a fish even is.
Okay, so let's dive in. Where should we start? Maybe the most obvious thing.
Gotta be the lips, right?
Those lips. You can't miss them. They are startlingly red.
Yeah.
Like supple, vibrant. Almost looks artificial.
They really are the visual hook. Bright crimson red. Sometimes they even have this thin white line around them. Really defined.
Whoa, why?
Yeah.
Why the intense color? Is it just, like, showing off? Or is there a real function behind it? Survival related?
Well, the main theory, and it makes a lot of sense, is it's about finding each other for mating.
Okay.
See, the batfish has this two-pronged strategy. From above, they're mostly dull brown, maybe grayish. They blend right into that volcanic rock on the seafloor. Great camouflage.
Right. Invisible to anything swimming overhead.
Exactly. But if they meet another batfish, that happens face to face, at eye level.
Ah, okay. And then bam, those lips are impossible to miss.
Precisely. So the idea is those super red lips are like a mating signal, a beacon. It says, hey, I'm one of you and I'm ready.
But hang on. This is where it gets tricky, isn't it? The whole physics of light underwater thing.
Yes. This is the really interesting part.
Because red light is the first color to just vanish as you go deeper, right? It gets absorbed really fast.
That's the paradox. This fish can live down to like 75 meters. And down there, everything looks blue or green.
Right.
Red light just doesn't penetrate that far, to our eyes anyway.
So,
yeah.
Wait, if the red disappears, wouldn't they, like, evolve blue lips? Or something UV?
Yeah.
To stand out against the blue background, why pick a color that fades out first?
That's a fantastic point. And it brings us right back to one of those big unanswered questions. There are a couple possibilities.
Okay.
One, maybe the color only needs to be visible really close up, like just a few feet away. Maybe the deep red prevents predators further off from seeing the signal while still working for nearby mates.
Kind of a short-range, private signal. Makes sense. And the second possibility?
It's about perception. We actually have no idea how batfish see color.
Ah, right. We see red, but maybe they don't.
Exactly. Maybe to them, those lips don't look red at all. Maybe they absorb all the available light and just look black. Or super dark purple, like these stark goth lips standing out against their paler skin.
So it's about contrast, not necessarily the hue itself. Wow. That completely changes how you think about it.
That whole different sensory world down there.
And as if the lips weren't enough, there's that weird little beard you mentioned, these sort of wispy things around the mouth.
Yeah, these little projections.
And the sources were clear. Nobody knows what those are for. Just another mystery.
The red-lipped batfish is just full of these puzzles. Okay, let's move up a bit to the top of its head.
The horn.
Yeah, that pointy thing sticking out forwards between the eyes. It's pretty common in the batfish family. You see it on the long-nosed batfish, dwarf batfish, others too.
And that feature, it kind of screams anglerfish, doesn't it? Given its relatives. Suggests something to do with hunting.
Absolutely spot on. Batfish are in the anglerfish order. And in most anglerfish, that structure, it's called an elysium. It's basically a modified fin spine.
And it usually has a lure on the end, right? The little glowing bit.
Yep, the esca, often bioluminescent, dangles out there to attract prey. Classic deep-sea hunting tactic. Aggressive mimicry.
But the red-lipped batfish, it does things differently. It's not just a light on a stick.
No, it's much weirder. So its angler cousins, they have the lure at the very tip of the elysium, but the batfish, The lure comes out of this little hole, an orifice, right at the base of the horn.
At the base?
Yeah.
Seriously. So what does it look like when it comes out?
It looks, well, kind of like thick snot, honestly. It's
Yeah.
this strange viscous blob.
Okay. Functional snot. Is it glowing snot?
It is, or rather, it houses things that glow. It's a special mucus packed with bioluminescent bacteria that the fish collects from the ocean.
Ah, so it farms its own light source.
Pretty much. And that's how it hunts. In the darkest parts of its range, this little living lure attracts tiny stuffworms, crustaceans, small invertebrates right up close to its mouth. Ambush predator.
A highly specialized bit of kit for hunting on the Galapagos floor. Incredible. Okay, let's shift gears. How does this thing actually move around?
Movement. Or lack thereof.
Yeah, the descriptions are always the same. They're terrible swimmers, like legendarily bad.
About as good at swimming as, as bats are at walking on the ground, maybe.
Huh. That's a good one. So those fins, the pectoral and pelvic ones, they're not for swimming anymore.
Nope. They've totally changed. They're thick, muscular, they're adapted for walking, or maybe waddling is a better word, on the seafloor.
Like little legs. They use them to just kind of shuffle along.
Yeah, like rudimentary limbs. They sort of scoot or hop awkwardly across the sand and rocks.
So they walk mostly.
Yeah.
But what if they need to, actually swim, get somewhere faster?
They can swim, but it looks frantic. They tuck those sturdy fin legs underneath them, and then they wiggle their pointy tail really fast.
It doesn't sound very efficient.
It really doesn't. It looks more like a desperate escape maneuver than proper swimming.
Which brings up something else I read about. Speculation, maybe?
Yeah.
Other really bad swimmers, like frogfish, apparently use jet propulsion.
That's right, yeah.
They suck in water and then blast it out their gills for like a quick burst of speed. Could the batfish do something similar?
That's a very sharp question. It's a plausible idea. We don't have, video proof of a red-lipped batfish doing that, puffing water out its gills. But when they do swim, observers have noted these two small openings near the back of their fins seem to open up. And the spots, they look very similar to where other jet-propelled fish push water out.
So maybe they could. Or maybe their ancestors could.
Exactly. It strongly suggests that the capability might be there, or at least was there in their evolutionary history. Maybe they just don't use it often.
A hidden turbo boost. That would definitely be handy because actually studying these guys seems incredibly difficult, which explains why there are so many mysteries.
Oh, it's tough for multiple reasons. First, the depth. They can pop up shallow, like 3 meters sometimes, but mostly they're deeper than regular divers go.
And second,
Camouflage. It's ridiculously good.
hiding in plain sight. Even if you get down there, they just look like a rock.
Yeah.
Or some coral.
Exactly like a rock. Or a lump of sand. Their texture, their color.
Yeah.
Unless you shine a really bright light right on them, you could swim right past and never know.
Which leads to maybe the biggest puzzle of all, right? Predation.
Yeah, the Galapagos is not a safe place. You've got Galapagos sharks, white tips, even penguins diving down there. Lots of things that should be eating a slow-moving, weird-looking fish.
But they don't. Or we haven't seen it.
There are virtually no reports, no evidence of anything regularly preying on red-lipped batfish. It's baffling.
So what's the theory? Do they taste bad? Are they poisonous? Or is that camouflage just that good?
It's a huge question mark. It's really weird for something that size, moving that slowly, to just not be on the menu in such a predator-packed place. Maybe they are just masters of not being noticed, or maybe there's some chemical defense we haven't found yet. Nobody knows for sure.
And it's just wild that we're talking about an animal from the Galapagos. Darwin's finches, giant tortoises, stuff studied for over 150 years.
Right. Iconic location.
Yet this incredibly vibrant, unique fish was only officially described scientifically in 1985.
1985. It's astonishingly recent. You compare that to, say, its cousin, the polka dot batfish, that one's been known since 1818.
Wow.
So we're decades behind on understanding even the basics for Onchocephalus darwini. Life cycle, population size, how they mate. Still largely guesswork.
So if studying them in the wild is so hard, where do we get better info? How do we learn more?
Well, one potential avenue is aquariums, people who keep them in controlled settings.
Can they even survive in aquariums?
It's tricky. Apparently, when they're collected, they often have a really heavy load of parasites. They need serious deworming to get stable.
Okay, but if they get past that...
If they stabilize, they can actually live for up to 12 years in captivity.
12 years, that's huge.
It is, and it offers this amazing chance to watch them up close, see things you'd never see at 75 meters down, how the lure really works, what exactly they eat, maybe even see them interact, mate. Figure out their social lives.
So bringing it all together,
Yeah.
what does this mean for you, the listener? We've got this fish, Oncocephalus darwini, that is just evolution going wild, walking fins, snot lures, lipstick.
A face only evolution could love.
Maybe. But it lives in one of the most famous ecosystems in the world, the Galapagos, yet its day-to-day life is almost a complete blank slate to us.
And that's the central mystery, isn't it? Why does this fish with such bizarre standout features manage to survive so well while staying so hidden, so unstudied? It really makes you wonder.
What else is down there?
Exactly. How many other incredible, strange life forms are just slightly out of reach, hiding in plain sight, waiting for us to uncover their secrets?
So think about it. Which bit grabs you the most? The weird walking, the possibility of jet propulsion, that maybe snot lure, or those baffling red lips. Whatever it is, keep exploring these deep-sea anomalies. The ocean's got way more secrets than we think.
And often the weirdest ones are right under our noses. Or maybe just a bit deeper.